All right, so probably there will be a couple more people who will be joining, but let's go ahead and get started as it's now 6 o'clock. So I just want to start off by saying thank you so much for taking time out of your Wednesday schedules to join me here to learn a little bit more about this very exciting event series that we are super excited to share with you. So let's get started. On the agenda today, we are going to answer all of the important questions. But of course, if you have any questions that come up that I don't cover in the slides, please use either the chat or the Q&A feature so that you can ask me any additional questions. And I promise that I will answer all questions at the end. This is going to be a relatively short presentation. It shouldn't take more than 15 to 20 minutes. And you should know everything that you need to know about our event series. So let's get started. First of all, who is hosting the event? Many of you are probably already familiar with who we are if you've attended our recruitment webinar or if you attended our launch. But in case you're just joining us now for the first time, we are the Global Shapers Thessaloniki Hub. We are a new organization here in Thessaloniki, but we are a member of an older community known as the Global Shapers Community, which is an initiative by the World Economic Forum. There are over 400 hubs worldwide, and we are super excited to have created one here in our home, Thessaloniki. So that's a little bit about us. If you want any more information about us, I encourage you to check out our YouTube channel and see our recruitment webinar, which was hosted by our amazing recruitment chair, Orestis Tsatsos. And he describes all the information that you need to know about us and the Global Shapers community in that video. But for the purpose of this, we're going to focus just on the event for now. So let's talk about who can participate. This event is open to any adult who currently lives or has lived in the city of Thessaloniki and wants to share their ideas about how they can about how we can all work together to help the community and create a positive impact. So that's everything about who. Let's talk about the what. What is this event? So you've probably seen this picture on our social media pages. We have it on our website as well as our Facebook page. But let's break it down event by event. And I just want to start off by saying that participants can participate in any or all of the events. If you participate in event number 1, that doesn't mean that you have to participate in event number 2 or 3. Just like if you want to participate in events 2 and 3, you don't have to participate in event number 1. Or you can participate in all 3 events, whatever you decide. We created these events so that people could engage with whichever one they wanted, whichever one they felt more comfortable with, and whichever one was most interesting to them. We hope that you'll find all 3 events interesting, but if not, of course, take part in only what you desire. So let's start describing the events. The first event is the Open Ideation event, which is going to be an open call for idea submissions. They will be anonymous, so your name will not be attached to the ideas that you submit. And we are going to be asking for ideas surrounding this question. How can we make Thessaloniki a city of choice for youth where they are able to launch and grow a successful, meaningful, and prosperous career? So we want to hear all of your ideas, big or small, about how we can answer this question and what we can do as a hub to help achieve that goal. So how are we going to be anonymously collecting all of these ideas? We're going to be using a super cool platform called the Open Innovation Platform. I'm actually going to show you a little demo of the platform now. So here, we'll take a look at this demonstration video so that you can get a sneak peek of how the platform works. It's about 2 minutes long. Let's take a look. right. So that gives you a great first look at this innovative platform that we will be using. So as you can see, you are able to add your ideas, but you're also able to interact with the ideas that other people submit. You can make comments, suggestions for how their idea could be better. Maybe you don't have an idea that comes to your mind of your own, but maybe you want to take a look at the ideas of the others and make suggestions, comments. You can like their ideas so that it appears more popular. And there are many, many ways to interact on this wonderful platform. So let's continue on to the second event, the virtual hackathon. Now, this event is certainly the most interactive and engaging event that we will be offering, as it is going to take place online with teams, and you will be interacting with your team members as well as us shapers who will be team leaders. So the hackathon challenge will be based on the ideas that we get from the open ideation round. So that means that the ideas that are submitted, the comments that we receive on the open innovation platform, we will use all of those ideas to help us create the challenge for the hackathon. So if anybody has the question of what will the hackathon challenge be exactly, the answer is that we currently do not know, because it will be influenced by what happens in our first event. So that is about the theme of the hackathon. Now, what you need to know about the teams is that we will be making the teams purposefully diverse and interdisciplinary. So when you register, we're going to ask you questions like, what do you study? Or what is your career focus? These kinds of questions, so that we can see if you're in the academic field or if you're in the business world, whatever. And we want to match people together in teams that will be more diverse, so that the ideas and the proposals that you come up with will be as holistic and unique as possible, so that there can be multiple perspectives in forming your final project proposal. The event will take place over 4 days, and each day builds onto the next. So it's super important that if you want to participate in the hackathon, that you make sure that you're available, ideally on all 4 days, but please note that the attendance is mandatory on Monday and Saturday. And then you should also attend at least one of the 2 other days, so that you attend a total of at least 3 out of the 4 sessions, so that you can really engage with your team, communicate with them, and all work together to build on your ideas from one day to the next. The final product from the hackathon will be a project proposal with some kind of visual content, like an infographic or a short video that will help to demonstrate your ideas and your proposal to the best degree. And the reason that it's important to have this visual final product is because it leads to our next event, the public voting. So the visual materials that you create during the hackathon with your teams will be uploaded and posted to our social media page, so that the public can vote for their favorite idea with their like. So we will be uploading all of the project ideas from the hackathon onto our social media. The public will vote, and whichever proposal has the most likes, it will be the winning idea, and it will form the foundation of our first independent hub project, Thessaloniki Thrive. So that's sort of how it all comes together to inform our project. So let's talk about the other important details. When will this take place? As you probably saw again on our social media page or on our website, these are the dates and the times that you need to know. The event 1, Open Ideation, will take place starting next week, Monday through Saturday. You'll be able to submit your ideas on the Open Innovation platform. The week after that is when we will host the virtual hackathon on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. And the week after that is when we will have the public voting. And that will actually be over the week of Christmas, but we hope that since it's just a like on social media, that it won't interrupt your holiday plans. So yes, the final event will take place during that week. Also, I forgot to mention in the previous slide that during the public voting phase, of course, we encourage you to reach out to your colleagues, friends, and family members to vote for their favorite idea in the public voting, even if they didn't participate in the hackathon. It will be open to the full public. Where will this event take place? This is kind of a trick question. Obviously, since we are all stuck inside these days, the events will take place completely virtually, but we have been working super hard to make sure that they will be very engaging, very interactive, so that we can still feel that community that we feel when we participate in an event. And finally, the most important question, in my opinion, is why? Why are we hosting this event series? Well, the reason is because we believe that the community knows the city's challenges and capabilities better than anyone else, and that the best solutions for any problem that a community faces come from within that community. So we want to facilitate the community's ownership of its solutions. We don't want to be one of those organizations that pretends that we know everything, that we're here to save the day, that we have all the answers. We just want to create a space where inspired people with ideas who want to see the improvement of their city can come together and have the resources and tools and voice to be able to do that. So that is why we're hosting this event, so that we can hear your ideas to inform our first independent hub project. And obviously, we want to raise awareness for our organizational goals in order to connect with other inspired community members. So that is why we are hosting this event. And I promised I would keep it short. So that is actually the end of this presentation. I haven't seen any questions come into the chat or the question and answer section. So I'll give you a couple minutes to send any questions that you might still have. Or maybe I'm just that great of a presenter that I answered all of your questions already. Yeah, definitely send any questions. I'll wait a couple minutes. And as I'm waiting, I'll just say thank you again for attending this information session. Hopefully you are excited by these events and you will take this information that you learned to share the event with your friends and your colleagues, professors, family members even, who knows? You know, the possibilities are endless, and we would love to see as many inspired, engaged people participate as possible. So I do see one question. Will we get the links for all those events via email? Yes, because you registered here, we will definitely be following up with all of our webinar registries. All of our people with all of our webinar attendees will follow up with you by email. And also we'll be posting everything on our social media and on our website. Actually, if you go to our website now, you can already find the link to register for the hackathon, but we'll make sure that we keep in contact with you all and send you links directly to those of you who already showed such a high amount of interest. So thank you for that question. Great. Okay, so it looks like there aren't any more questions, and I don't want to take up too much of your time. Thank you so much for joining me now. Of course, if you have any other questions that come to your mind as you're thinking about this event or as you're sharing the event with your friends, you can definitely reach out to me at my email address. It was included in your confirmation of your registration for the webinar. So you'll find my email address in that email, and you can follow up with me there. And I will also be reaching out via email to follow up about these links and extra details, so you can just respond to that email as well. So thank you so much again for attending. We are going to close it there, and I look forward to interacting with you and communicating with you during our events. Thank you. Bye-bye.